Okay, I think everyone could hear me. I'm going live for the first time I've ever done this, so I'm just gonna wait and see how many people come in first before I start talking too much. It's just kind of like a spur of the moment thing that I wanted to do today. So yeah, I'm just gonna see if if anybody even shows up. But what I did want to do, because I'm probably going to upload this later, is yeah, and say hi if you're here, because I just want to, I'm not even sure if anyone's going to show up for this. But yeah, I just wanted to update everybody on my AGGA journey because it's been a really long time. And it's been a really long time since I uploaded a video. And the reason for that was because honestly, like I was going through a really tough time with AGGA for a long time. I had a lot of neck pain and a lot of jaw pain. And I felt like I didn't really have a good update. I really also couldn't decide if it was the right thing to do. So I wanted to wait to see if I even still felt like this was the right thing to do for me. Um, and yeah, for a long time, it just was not good. I had some tooth recession that I did want to talk about on my channel for a little bit. I had tooth recession from my teeth moving forward, which I was a little worried about. My doctor said that it was going to be okay, that it wasn't like a huge deal for me to have some tooth recession because we were also having growth. And so I just kind of stuck with it. And I ended up getting about 7 millimeters when I decided to actually end AGGA, even though I was supposed to get between 7 to 9 millimeters for AGGA, and I just didn't. So I just didn't keep going with it. I could have gotten more, I think, but my teeth, I just felt like my teeth were getting strained too far forward to the point where I felt like I needed to stop because I was afraid that and yeah, feel free if you have any questions for me about AGGA too, about like if you're worried about or have any concerns about it, let me know. But yeah, the reason that I'm doing this video is just to kind of update everybody on where I'm at, because I have been in CAB for a while, which is the controlled arch braces, now for 2 months, and things are actually going really well now. So I wanted to like update everybody because I know you guys are probably wondering where I'm at with everything with this. So yeah, so as I was mentioning, like and my doctor agreed with me that after getting about 7 millimeters of space with the AGGA appliance, that I was okay to kind of take it out. And I was leaning towards doing that because I was a little worried about my teeth. Like as I mentioned, I had some recession happening in my teeth, and that was worrying me. And that was like in my front teeth. That's where that started happening. So I kind of took it out probably a little earlier than my doctor or either of us would have wanted. Like I probably could have used a little bit more growth, but that's just where I'm at right now. So basically after doing that, being into AGGA, and AGGA I was in for a while too. And if you have any questions for me, again, like just let me know. Like that's why I'm doing this live, is because I figure maybe some people had questions about where I'm at or how long AGGA was, or just any kind of like worries or things like that you have. And you can comment down below if you're watching this later on too, because I'll probably put this video up on my YouTube channel as well, just so that everybody's like updated as to where I've been. If you have watched some of my other AGGA updates and you're wondering what happened with that. But yeah, so I took it out, and I did want a little more growth, but I didn't want to lose any teeth because I just felt like that would be a hassle in itself. Not that that was definitely going to happen, but I was a little worried about that happening. So yeah, so then I basically waited a month where I didn't have anything. I didn't have any appliance or anything like that. Had a month with nothing, and then I went back and got the braces put in, which is, I believe, the controlled arch braces, or CAB. A lot of people will use that like abbreviation for it. And actually, I'm gonna take a moment to, and I'm just gonna share this because I think a lot of people might want to see it on my Facebook page as well. I'm gonna do that really quick. Just bear with me for a second. All right. And if you haven't seen my Jaw Pain Journey Facebook page, you can always go there too. You can message me on there as well and just ask me questions too if you're like wondering what's going on with me. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, so back to being in cab for the past 2 months. So when I finally was put into cab, I think my doctor was doing things a little differently for me because if you've seen some of my other videos, I'm very sensitive to like any changes done to my particular when I was wearing my appliance. Anytime they would do any minor changes to it, I would like have really bad flare-ups. And if you've had like if you have TMJ, you know that flare-ups are like the worst. They can last for like weeks and it can just affect like your daily life. So that's kind of where I was at. So she was trying not to do anything too crazy. So it wasn't until I actually got cab that I had it's basically like raised, I don't even know what the material is, but they basically raise the back of your teeth up by putting like some kind of like material coating on them so that literally your jaw stays open. Like right now, I can't technically close it completely. So I always have a space. And this is actually a lot smaller, even within the 2 months that I've had this whole thing in my mouth with all the braces and like the things on my back teeth. It has already kind of closed. So the idea is to tilt your lower jaw closed because that's usually like I have an open bite, and that's part of the reason why I have like really bad TMJ, jaw pain, neck pain, everything like that. So I will say I was nervous when they did it first because I literally like walked out and I was like, it felt like my mouth was like wide open. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to eat with this, but or do anything really. It was very hard to kind of function. But if you're at that stage or if you're worried about that stage, I wasn't sure how long it would take for my front teeth to start closing. But it actually within a month, and definitely within 2 months, you could see it's not that bad. I can actually talk pretty comfortably with it, even though I have some problems here and there talking. But I was really impressed that after even just like a couple of months, how much my jaw has tilted closed in the front. And I also have a cant to my jaw. So I don't know if you could tell, but my teeth are going kind of at that angle. And actually on my website too, on my channel, I kind of go into detail about everything that's wrong. But she even has said that I will be fixing that too. So I am excited now because I kind of mentioned at the beginning of this live stream, if you didn't see it, that I started off in AGGA and I was in like, I had maybe a few weeks where I was feeling really good. But then I don't know what happened, but my neck was killing. Like I was in so much pain for most of my AGGA experience. And I think that was because I did wait to put these on my teeth. I waited too long, I think, because as soon as I got this whole setup, as soon as I did, everything started to go away. Like right now, I'm in such a good place with it. I'm really glad I stuck with it. I mean, once you kind of get to a certain point, you kind of have to stick with it to the end. But so now I'm in a place where I'm really, really comfortable. I wanted to update everybody because for a really long time, I really wasn't sure if I was happy with my decision to do AGGA, and we'll see because I'm not done with it yet. So I don't want to say one way or the other, like how I'm feeling about this. But I am right now. I'm really happy. Right now, I'm in a place I feel like pain-wise where I'm really happy. Like I feel like if I could kind of continue on with this in this kind of stability with my jaw and everything, and of course like have a real bite finally by the end of this, once like I'm done with all my braces, if I could get to the end of it and get to that point, then I really think I'll be very happy with my decision to have done this whole thing, which again, like this is probably going to be a 2-year process, probably even for most people. Like if you're considering doing this, I think it is for most people going to be a 2-year process, give or take, depending on depending on the individual person. I also will say that the coronavirus this year, the whole pandemic thing did like prolong my process, which probably won't happen to other people, but because things were shut down for a while, there was a good month or two that I had to kind of just stay in the AGGA appliance, and I didn't progress at all because you do have to go every month to have them kind of put further pressure on it so it keeps giving you that growth. I do feel I haven't gotten any x-rays done, but I do feel like I have growth on my upper jaw. So I feel like that has happened for me, but I would like to get like a CBT scan for that to make sure, like to actually see some physical proof, because I know, looks can be deceiving. But I feel as though I have had growth on my upper palate now. But we'll see. We'll see once they move all my teeth to the right place, and because they're still basically they're moving top teeth forward to fill in the space that was created by the AGGA appliance. And then I don't have any braces on my lower teeth yet, but eventually my doctor's going to do that. So I think she's just trying to keep me from having too much going on at once, because it is painful. Like, your teeth will hurt during the AGGA process. At least mine did. I don't know if I just have very sensitive teeth, but like my teeth were hurting during the AGGA process, and also, throughout this whole CAB process. But you get used to it. I will say it always seems a lot worse the first day that you get whatever appliance you're getting put in. It always seems very uncomfortable and strange. But after even the first few days, your body gets used to it, you adjust, and things get a lot easier. Also, like, talking gets a little easier, although like I still have to talk around everything that I have right now. But yeah, that's why I wanted to get on here. I've never done a live stream before, but I just had like a lot to talk about, and I figured too, if like anybody was wanting to ask questions, feel free, So yeah, let me see. Okay. All right. So hopefully you can hear me, but I think that's going to do it. I'll stay for a few more minutes just to see if there's questions, but I did want, and feel free to comment down below after the fact too, and I'll get back to you, or message me on Facebook. Jaw Pain Journey is my Facebook page. But so far, yeah, that's what I really wanted to say, is like, being in CAB for the past 2 months, I've seen huge changes already. Not just with like the straightening of my teeth, but like everything's closing up very quickly. I probably will be in it maybe for 8 months total. So maybe another 6 months, maybe, fingers crossed. I don't know, maybe less than that, but I'm going to kind of overshoot for how long I think it's going to be. But yeah, they're going to move the teeth. They're going to fix, level everything out. And then hopefully, I'm really, really hoping that my lower jaw is going to tilt close even more. And what that's going to do is that's going to really help for closing my open bite, and also just like more stability in your jaw. That's kind of like the idea here, is to create stability, because even for me, like, I haven't had a real bite where my teeth are coming together where they should, or even at all, for a long time, probably since I started this whole journey, which was like maybe over 10 years ago. So it's been definitely over 10 years ago, I think, because I even started it when I was 18. I started getting an open bite. Yeah, so it's been a while since I've had a real working bite, and that's, I think, what I'm most excited about at the end of this. Now that I feel like, even though time to time I have like a little flare up here and there, but overall, I really do feel like I've been probably like 90% better, 90% pain-free, which at this point is like the best I could ask for. I think that's like, even if that's like the end result of all this, it's like 90% pain-free, I will just be really happy. And having a bite, I'll be really happy. Hopefully it'll be better than that. But of course, like, if you've been on this journey for as long as I have, and you've been dealing with like the TMJ pain, you know that like any kind of relief is just like amazing. So yeah, I will keep you guys up to date. I'll be totally honest with you too as to how I'm feeling, because if you guys are considering this, I don't want to like I don't want to lie to any of you guys and say that it's perfect or that it's exact. It's like everything's worked out for me perfectly. So I want to be honest with the whole process. And everybody is completely different. I've seen so many different stories online too, different experiences with AGGA. So I can't. It's just my personal experiences. I can't speak for everybody. But yeah, I'm doing well. I hope you guys are doing well too. And I hope this video will help some of you guys. And also, I'm an open book again. Like, so if you have questions or wondering about certain processes, or even if you want to see other videos from me, or if you want me to do another live stream, let me know what time works best for everyone. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. And feel free, reach out, let me know. But otherwise, I hope you guys are all doing well. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.